everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. For two teams outside each other's division, this matchup has evolved into one of the great rivalries in the NFL. It should be a thrilling contest, and we can't wait to bring you the action. It's the Rams going up against the Chiefs. Now for the call of this Week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Shreds the tackle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll see it, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Dontari Poe emerged on the scene fast as a young player and continues to make big plays at defensive tackle.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Pick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out in the pistol. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
I played college football at the same time as T.J. McDonald's father, Tim. And what a great player he was. T.J. definitely is following in his father's footsteps.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3rd down now following the completed pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
back to throw. Backing up. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football. Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. They come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. 5 yards to gain here on third down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Back to throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Back to the Philly. Here we go now. Blue, 90.
Back back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Now let's go. 3, 9, 10. Now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he's got room. A great read, and it's picked off. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
They'll set up a throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 5 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Gano is going to miss this one left. Oh, it's no good for Gano. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And, oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you could see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Fielded just inside the 20. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Let's go. Green, 30.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Halfback sent in motion.
3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
They'll drop the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And Escobar has it left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check. Set. Speed. Detroit. Detroit. Over. Here we go now. Speed.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Here we go now. Green 30.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, look at the juke. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal. We're back now in KC. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, their big-bodied receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe return to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
We've got a 3rd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. The 40, the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their big tight end, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And they're going to speed things up here.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get 19 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown,
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final shot, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Los Angeles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens